During the Fully Charged live show in Sydney, I had a look at some really, really cool electric cars that were built in the 70s, 60s, and the 80s. Probably thinking they didn't make electric cars back then, and you'd be right, well, basically right. They're resto mods, I guess you could call them. One of them, probably one of the coolest resto mods I've ever seen, was a really old original Range Rover, which had been turned into an electric Range Rover. I loved it. And it was done by female students at high school. Amazing. Now, a company in the US is saying, we can make you an old school electric Hummer. And this is what it will cost. In fact, they've already got one for sale now. You can buy it. And if you want to, you can bring in whatever old car you've got. They'll turn it into an electric car, which will massively improve it. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Sam Evans. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. Now, I should point out, this is not an American company. It's actually a Canadian company. They have for sale right now an electric Humvee. $100,000 gets you a Humvee with not a lot of range, which is quite surprising when you consider the fact it's using a Tesla Model S battery pack. Now, if you want to get a lot of range, though, you can, but you got to pay more money. Tesla powertrains are used for electric conversions very, very frequently. They seem to be used all the time. In fact, I've seen a few in person. Actually, they're the only ones that I've seen. Every resto mod I've seen was from a Tesla vehicle. Probably because Tesla vehicles are the most common by far electric cars on the roads. And, once one crashes, then these guys, restoration companies, get their hands on the old Tesla and turn it into, basically make a new car out of it. That's really, really cool. It's pretty unusual you hear of, someone taking an old 70s, 80s, 90s internal combustion engine vehicle that might be, say, a 4-cylinder car, then putting in a V8 out of it. It's just a bit, it does happen, but it's unusual. The cool thing is you can electrify any car basically because there aren't really any restrictions. Now, this right now is actually the only way you can get an electric, electric ute until the Cybertruck comes, electric pickup truck. Of course, you could do one yourself. You can take your ute to them or your pickup truck to this company in Canada and you can say, hey, I want to make this electric, and they'll do it for you. The company is called North American Electric Vehicle, and they're an EV conversion company based in Oliver in British Columbia. They just unveiled the H1 EV. It's a Humvee pickup truck with a Tesla powertrain, and the company has shared these specifications with Electrek. 4-door body Humvee pickup. The motor is a Tesla Model S with 600 horsepower. Range, pretty surprisingly small range. It shows you the difference in efficiency between something like this and a Tesla Model S. It's got 150 miles of range, but if you pay more money, you can significantly increase the range. So if you're willing to pay an extra $20,000, the company will add a heap of new Tesla batteries to basically they'll double the battery size, which will give you 300 miles of range. Or maybe they're actually making the battery more than double the size, because if you doubled it, it shouldn't actually double the range. So whatever they're doing, I don't know exactly, but they're giving you double the range. So $120,000 gets you a Humvee electric pickup truck with 300 miles of range and 600 horsepower. Now, as you can see from the images, it's got an iPad display on the interior. It's basically all made into a digital vehicle. I absolutely love these kinds of vehicles. Resto mods are just awesome. I love how you can take the body shell of an old car. It could be an old muscle car, like an old Mustang or some old classic car. You can just turn it into basically a modern car in all the most practical, logical ways. But you still have the look and appearance and the feel, like the emotion of an old classic car. Now, one of the reasons for that low range is this car is running 37-inch tires. That is massive, absolutely enormous. If you put ordinary size tires on this thing, say 31 or 30, ordinary size all-terrain tires. So let's say you put 31s on this, you would get way more range. What else do we know about this vehicle? Well, the price is exactly $98,900 If you want a full leather interior, that'll cost you $6,000. Seems a bit pricey to me for a leather interior, but that's what it is. And they've done a range of other cars as well. Now, I know there's companies in the US that do this. There's companies all over the world that do this. But actually right now, the interesting thing is that Tesla even provide an electric package so you can electrify your old cars. Who uses that? Well, General Motors and Ford actually use Tesla's electric package for some of their vehicle builds. That's meant to be quiet, by the way. Not meant to tell anyone about that, but it is kind of become common knowledge. Now, what are your thoughts on this, guys? Let me know. If you're going to take any vehicle, any old vehicle, or even new vehicle, and electrify it, get the ultimate electric package. Let's say the Tesla Model S Plaid. Let's say they're going to take the battery, the motors, the powertrain, everything from the Model S Plaid and just transplant that into some kind of old car. What would you go with? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.